Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful day here in Sydney, and I thought it would be a great time whilst my son is sleeping to have a little chat. So I just want to talk to you about, well, I guess this is just part one, how to lose excessive fat. And I know that this is a worldly problem. This is something that I, even myself, in the past have researched or even asked questions, and I used to follow so many fitness celebrities and trying to go on these excessive diets, these extreme diets, and I'm only 24, and I started really young, which I'll do a video about my journey, but I figured it out. I figured out the secret, and it's only since I've had my son that I figured it out. And I am currently a student of Max Fitness International College, and it blows my mind how simple it is, and how incredible it is. And so I'm here to share the secret with you. So if you really like this video, stay in tune and click like. So what is the secret? Well, let's just first talk about the many questions that everyone searches, which is, how do I lose my arm fat? How do I lose my bum fat? How do I lose my hip fat? Especially my baby belly, my pouch, my little pouch. And it is very, 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 very simple. I know you're probably just wondering, like, hey, just tell me what it is. First, I'm also just talking freely right here. I don't have any script behind me, so bear with me. First, let me ask you this question. And the reason why I'm asking you this question is I want you to feel empowered for making the decision on your own. There's too much in this society, and something that I definitely am guilty of is following the crowd, following the next trend of whatever quick fix is going to quickly fix my pouch or my boobies, my legs, my arms, my back fat. And as you see my feed on my Instagram and my YouTube, that I did have that after I had my son. It was only for a short period of time because I knew the formula, and I think I'm going to, as you see our journey as a family, one day I will have another baby, and hopefully that will be completely different to my first in a better way. So anyways, the foundation first is food. So food that has been is seen as an enemy, and most of the time, as we hear our friends and our family and even our upbringing, is that there's foods that we shouldn't touch, we shouldn't have, we shouldn't be eating. And that tells our mind, so everything starts in our mind. Everything starts as what we tell ourselves is what our body will tell our bodies. So let's first start talking kindly about food, because our mind it's incredible. The brain is an interesting muscle and something I don't understand, but I'm learning too, so bear with me. But I do know the basics of that. When we tell our mind, or when we tell ourselves, which we know, when we tell ourselves, I can't do that, our brain is going to tell our body, oh, we can't do that. And this is something that I've been working with my clients, is, for example, doing a pull-up. When you know that you physically can't pull up, yeah, okay, that's an acknowledgement. But when you tell yourself, I can't do that, you are limiting yourself to the opportunity of learning how to do a pull-up. Let's just first tell ourselves, or give ourselves the opportunity to learn how to do an activity or something that we think is almost impossible to then staying the way that we are, because if we do stay in the way that we are not learning, we're not progressing, and most of all, we are not stopping the habit, that whatever that is. The next thing is food. So it's funny, I hear all the time, I don't know what food I should be eating. And I'm going to give you a basic rule that that works. But this basic rule is not a diet. This basic rule is how to have a healthy lifestyle. So you're never going to ever think about what I should and shouldn't be eating now. And my son is awake. I'll be right back. So, okay. So firstly is, you know already what makes you feel good when you eat food. It's always going to be the same. It's always going to be fresh food. Anything that's processed, you obviously feel crap. You'll obviously feel hungry, and you obviously, it's a, hey, say hello. Hello. Say hello. See a bike? Oh, it looks like it's gonna rain. Like, here's this question. Actually, you probably already have certain things in your cupboard, fridge, that you know that you probably shouldn't have in there. But the thing is also, is that you don't want to completely cut off certain foods that you absolutely love, because what's a life without enjoyment and happiness, right? For example, just for an example, I hate dairy, but I love chocolate. I love it. I am a chocolate girl. I always have, always will be. And I don't feel guilty when I eat something that's yummy. And that's because I think, what is the point of life if we're going to suffer and not enjoy every bit of it? Like my little boy here. Okay, back on track. Yeah, you want the Mandarin? Mandarin? My son is so cute. Sometimes it's hard to stay on track. So overall, part one of how to lose the excessive fat is to eat well, eat with happiness, eat and love everything that you're eating, and listen to your body. Once your body figures out what it actually enjoys, it's pretty easy. Now there is a lot of opinions out there about when to detox. There's intermittent fasting that comes out there. I personally, when I hear detox diets, it's not a long-term, I guess, strategy, method. Yes, it does help. However, what are you doing? When detoxes and diets are happening, it's almost like putting, and when you bounce back to your old habits, it's like putting the wrong petrol in the car. It jumpstarts the body, it slows down the recovery in your metabolism. Your body's it's like figuring out, okay, we just had this awesome amount of food, and then going back to my old habit, it's like, okay, well now I've got to figure out what source of energy I'm going to be using to work. And so I do encourage eating well. Yes, listen to those who have great opinions and make sense, but also do something that you love. And if detoxing or certain diets really does make you happy, make it a lifestyle. Make it something that this is what you consume on a day-to-day basis. And if it's not something that you would be able to continue when you're, I don't know, 50, 80, even now, like, I don't know, 100, maybe consider what you would be eating. I know. Come here. And that's if you want to have a regular system, if you want to have a high metabolism, is listen to your body, because as you age, foods are going to change. Your body's going to want certain things at different times in your life. So be mindful of that. Oi, what are you doing? Squeezing the mandarins everywhere. And so, yeah, eat well, eat with happiness, and enjoy it, because our little ones watch us all the time, and how you behave with food is what they're going to do with food. So let them watch you enjoy yummy, delicious foods.